Hey guys, Legend BTV here, and I want to go into a little rant today. I know I try to keep things fairly positive on this channel, except for my reviews where I kind of talk bad about some albums. But today I just want to go on a little rant about music in 2017 and why it just hasn't really lived up to many of my expectations really at all in general. Of course, there have been quite a few standout albums. Quite a few of the music was good this year. But I do want to go over a few things that have really disappointed me about this year and just truly have just made me upset. And I'm going to go into that in just a few minutes. Right now, I want to say the inspiration for this video, though, was a YouTuber known as ARTV. That's Album Review TV. And it's actually on his channel Beyond ARTV. He just uploaded a video recently called My Problems with Fuel by Ramen. He does a series about that. I'm going to leave the link below. And thank you, ARTV, for uploading this video because I really something I wanted to be talking about for a while, and you basically gave me the inspiration to do it. So thank you for that. And let's get on with the video, though. How has music in 2017 been going? Well, we're about halfway through the year. In a couple of days, it is going to be July, and we're about halfway through the first part of 2017, and really, it has been not that great. I don't know if it's just that I expect too much, or just that, like, last year set the bar so high with a lot of really good records, in my opinion, some great ones even, too. I found music in that year to be really good outside of the mainstream. The mainstream was just awful that year, but honestly, I found a lot of really good records. If you search good enough, I found a lot of really great records. I don't know if it's just that I haven't searched hard enough, or maybe I've just been expecting too much, or maybe just people are fine with mediocrity, and that's why people are just like, oh, okay, well, let's just make mediocrity then. It'll sell. People think it's amazing. I guess the standards have just been lowered or something. But it really does seem like there hasn't been that many truly great records this year, in my opinion. I've been saying that. I've said that quite a few times. But wow, have I just not really found that much that really appeals to me? And either that's just I've just been too spoiled to like great music or something, but there's just been a lot of like either disappointments or just albums that just settle for just being decent and not great in any way. And I'm not expecting every single album to come out to be great. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not really saying even that, you know, I know some albums aren't going to be that good. I know there were some albums that just didn't disappoint me at all. They were just terrible because I expected them to be terrible, and they actually ended up being terrible. Regardless of any bias at all. Like, I do not have bias for artists. I just, if I go into it, I want to like it. I want to like everything I listen to, but I don't. And this year really has just been kind of a year full of mediocrity to me. So far. There's been some standouts, and there's been some standouts in being awful. But in terms of, like, we'll start with the mainstream music. In terms of it, really overall, it's just been kind of mediocre year for me. Some good hit songs, some crap hit songs. Really just all around good. Most of the good songs aren't that good. Most of the bad songs aren't that bad. And a lot of songs fall right in the middle to me. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is. A lot of the stuff kind of sounds similar. And that's even with like rock music and alternative. I mean, I'm going to point out something that ARTV said that really spoke to me. Is that, yeah, a lot of the music, you know, a lot of the music trends in 2017 have just really freaking pissed me off. Really, guys, what really makes me mad is that, first of all, like, yeah, like, pretty much I'm going to bring up a few points that he said. The mass marketing of it all, just how it all just seems like it's trying to go so commercial, because, like, album sales are just going down the toilet, apparently. Like, I'm just sitting here like, wow, I'm like, you know, I'm like, I thought people cared more about music than this, because really, I've yet to meet, like, one person who truly cannot stand music. Like, I mean, everybody loves some kind of music, I think. But, wow, I mean, I'm guessing, like, people are just being so spoiled to, like, these streaming services or, like, just getting all their music for free that really, I just feel like we've really lost our weight in the music world. That's why a lot of music is just being cheapened down and just dumbed down and just not very, you know, of quality, because we just aren't really getting the sales or anything that we used to be getting, and that's just really sad to me, because I'm like, wow, these guys deserve better. I mean, some of these acts have to like dumb down and just water down their material completely just to even see the light of day on the charts, or just, to even sell really well at all. And I know if you can't sell, then you can't make music. I mean, that's pretty much it, because the label will want to drop you. They won't want anything to do with you. You won't get any fans really, and you won't stay relevant, and just everything like that. You need to sell in order to make music, bottom line. But it's just like, man, I just expect more for the first half of this year, to be honest. And honestly, you guys, just hasn't really delivered all that much. There have been a few great records. I'm going to talk about those probably in the year-end list. So towards the end of the year, I'm going to talk about my favorite records. I'm not sure if it'd be like a top 10 or a top 20 or something, but there'll be a list of my favorite records of the year. And there's still plenty of records I'm excited about. And I will go back and check out a lot of records from 2017. But it just seems like some of the best records this year have just been like underground ones that like really haven't gotten much exposure or popularity. And it just sucks that music just can't be, enjoyed for being great. It just has to be really popular for being commercial. And honestly, I gotta point out something somebody told me. I'm not gonna say any names or nothing. But one day at school, somebody was playing the radio, or a teacher was playing like the radio and stuff, and I was like sitting there, and a song came on. It was I Don't Want to Live Forever by Zayn and Taylor Swift, and I was like, oh my god, because I hate that song. If any of you aren't aware, I hate that song a lot. And I was telling one of my friends, I'm like, this song, and they're like, oh my god, it's so good. I'm like, boy, because now, I'm a guy who likes to totally respect people's opinions. If you like the song, that's fine with you. But I was just like, so you like the song? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, honestly, I don't. I'm like, and they're like, what's your problem, man? And I mean, they weren't really as clean with the language as I was there, but they were like, man, what the donkeys is your problem, man? Like, what's your problem, cuz? And I'm like, well, I think it's really bland. I think the vocals are just so lifeless. Well, I mean, they're not really lifeless. They're just so annoying. It was more like it. Zayn, apparently. I mean, I thought Taylor Swift would be the annoying one. But God, Zayn is just so whiny. And just like, this song is just so weak and just so generic. And the most commercial thing I've heard all freaking year. One of the most commercial songs of 2016. And really lacking of any quality whatsoever. I'm surprised and many people like it as they do. But of course it'll sell like hotcakes because it's Taylor Swift and Zayn, and a song with so much star power that, pretty much anything they make can be a hit because of that. It's just like, plus it's for the 50 Shades Darker soundtrack, and you know where that's going. But anyways, back to the conversation. I was talking to this kid, and he was like, well, I mean, you just don't have any good taste in music at all. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And, it's just our opinion. And I'm not one of those guys that say, I don't like telling people you have no taste in music, because that's stupid, because, like, everyone has a taste in music, and I don't like saying you have bad taste in music, because, like, it's whatever appeals to them, but I'm just like, but he literally made a comment, though, that really spoke to me, and it was that, of course the music's good, that's why it's so popular, and I'm like, that's what literally made me slap my head. It's like, yes, you can like popular music. I'm fine with anybody liking popular music, even if it's popular music that I hate. It's just the fact that so many music is just like watered down for radio appeal, and I'm just like, I wish people could see how commercially how commercial this stuff is trying to be, and how flatlining and how just done for them, and just how fake all this stuff is. I Don't Want to Live Forever is a song that is just so freaking processed to commercial oblivion that it's just, oh god. The song is just, it's so lacking in anything. There's no melody, really, almost. I mean, like, it's just in the background. It's just so fake and processed and poppy and just, it sounds like a bunch of throw up. Oh god. And, guys, I am not trying to hate on your song. Well, actually, I am, because I don't like it, but I am not trying to say that you are stupid for liking the song, or that you suck, or you're a horrible person, or have no taste in music. I am not trying to say that at all. I'm just saying, guys, you just gotta understand what this commercial music is doing to our world, and I'm just surprised as many people like this mainstream stuff as there is. I'm just like, wow, a lot of it really even that good to me? No, honestly, a lot of this stuff, it comes on the radio, and I'm just like, how do people like this? honestly, some of these songs are just really horrible. Like, yeah, I don't want to go into it because then I'll probably piss off a lot of people. But yeah, guys, I'm just not really feeling music 2017 so far. Overall, it's not been a bad year yet so far. Honestly, it's been better than 2016 in terms of like popular music and hit music. There's been a lot more good songs, but in terms of like albums, I haven't really been able to find many albums I can listen to all the way through. Many albums, there's been like, oh, one or two good songs, but then the rest is just kind of like filler, and that really disappoints me because I really want to like this video a lot more. I mean, not the video. I like to like music this year so far a lot more. I went into it with ridiculously high expectations, but overall, it's just been barely decent. But hey, we still have the second half of the year. Let's turn things around, guys. We need to get music back on its feet, and you can do it. You have the power. You have the power to end this commercial travesty that we call the 2010s. So, guys, I am a very positive person. I'm not one to say that music just sucks nowadays, because it doesn't. There's a lot of great modern stuff, but there's just a lot of trash modern stuff as well, and it's really just disappointing that we've come this far down. And even like a lot of commercial stuff really isn't selling that well either. Like, you know, ARTV pointed out in this video that All Time Low really took a nosedive. You don't know who All Time Low is? They're an alternative band that have seen a lot of commercial success, somewhat, in the alternative charts anyways. And man, yeah, they took a nosedive in sales, selling on less than half what Future Hearts did on their new record, Last Young Renegade, in their first week of it releasing. And yeah, I mean, wow, I'm like, some of these tropes though, for real, like, fan bases that will like everything an artist puts out just because it's them and won't accept when people just don't like it. I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways, you guys, this has been my video, Ran on Music in 2017, and you guys, I know this hasn't been the funniest video, but this is a very important video to me to make because music is so special to me, and it's just a shame that not very much of it this year has been able to sweep me off my feet, or just, like, you know, like, I remember, like, I used to listen to a lot of music last year, and some of it was really awesome. Like, I was like, wow, this stuff is amazing. I mean, of course, you know, the good albums, the actual good albums last year, but this year, I'm just not finding that much. I'm not sure if it's just I'm just used to great music, and that's why when I find great music this year, I'm just like, oh, this is great. Yeah, kind of not much to say about it. But yeah, I mean, maybe they're just, yeah, first of all, like, wow, is it me, or is there just not been that many releases so far this year? Like, have we been a little lacking in releases? Like, how many artists released? I don't know. This video is going on a bit long, though. So if you guys agree with my thoughts, comment down below what you think. Subscribe to the channel, like for more videos and more discussions. And yeah, I hope you don't mind ARTV. I did kind of use your video, quoted a little bit. Not really use your video, but I quoted your video a bit in mine, and just kind of had some similar thoughts to you. But really, this is a video on music in general. His video was on Fueled by Ramen, a label that I'm not too big on because some of the bands really annoy me with the pretentious level of their music and lyrics and their obnoxious fan bases to a lot of the bands. But I'm not going to go into a rant on Fueled by Ramen because I would probably make a lot of people mad, because a lot of bands on there I know are very well liked, like Paramore and All Time Low, for example, even like 21 Pilots. So I will get into that later if you want me to, but see you guys. Thank you all for watching.